Hey.
I wanted to, I'm here, based here in Dallas, Texas, and if we're executing or have clients that are selling their business and we're representing those business owners, under eXp, is there a certification or a registration that we need to make sure that we take care of to have eXp kind of um, fund
So,
everything, I guess?
right. So, within EXP, your license has to be with EXP Commercial because EXP Realty is not allowed to sell
Okay.
businesses because their E&O doesn't cover it. So that's the first part. Then second, you need to contact EXP Commercial. I don't know what the email address is now. It's been changed, but
Is
you
it
just
business brokering at expcommercial.com by chance?
You could try that one, yeah. I
Oh,
mean, I know that's one of them, but
okay.
whether that's the current one, I don't know. So,
Oh, I
but
see. Yeah.
send them an email, let them know you want to do business brokerage, and they will send you, there's an addendum to your independent contractor agreement that has to be signed, and then they have you join the IBBA, which in your case, since you're in Texas, you would join TAB, which is the Texas Association of Business Brokers, because when you join TAB, they'll give you a free IBBA membership. And it's always better to join your local or your state, if you can. Then they're going to have you take 3 IBBA courses. I think it's 107, no, 104, 107, and 119. And 104 is legal aspects of business brokerage. 107 and 119, I don't remember what they are, but basically kind of gives you a foundation, a very basic foundation of
Okay.
business brokering. And then after that, they connect you with a mentor and you work your first few deals with the help of a mentor. Okay.
So, I am on the commercial side.
Okay.
I do have a commercial mentor, Robert Creamer. If you know him, he's been with EXP since realty and then commercial since the beginning of time. So, is there any overlap between commercial real estate, just regular transaction versus the mentor that needs to be assigned on the business brokering side?
So you're like, I only mentor for business brokerage. I do not mentor for commercial. And actually some of my mentees are actually commercial mentors. So just because somebody knows how to sell commercial property doesn't mean they know how to sell a business. And many of them, I also have mentees that are that are the state designated broker for certain states. So um but like I said, that doesn't mean they know how to sell businesses. So business sales very different from commercial sales. And because of that, most of the time, there are very few business broker mentors within eXp. Um, they will give you a list of them. There are a couple of them that I think cross over and do both and mentor on both, but I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I think Leah Parker is one of them. I think she mentors on both. She's in the Carolinas. And there might be somebody in Texas who mentors on both, but I don't know.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
yeah, they'll give you a list.
I was gonna say, Tanya, that Leah's my mentor, but I don't know if she's taking on any more mentees at the moment. I would ask, but I think she might not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but you said you already have a commercial mentor anyways, so you don't need that. What I would do is just talk to your commercial mentor and ask if they also mentor for business brokerage. The majority of them don't, but yours might.
Yeah, I'll
So
get that clarification through my
yeah,
mentor because
yeah.
I know that when you're new into the commercial, EXP commercial, your mentor works at least 6 deals with you or transactions with you. And
Yeah.
then if we baked on top of a business brokering mentor, I don't know like of how much of that can overlap and not overlap.
You know,
Somewhat,
I
I
think
know, yeah.
I'm sorry, Tanya, because I'm pretty new to Lisa. I think they say that it's two separate one too. It's one for just buying and selling, and I'm actually under Tanya for my mentorship too. So I think it's two separate things from what I'm my understanding.
Okay.
It is, but rarely are you going to have it. So let's say you're selling a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were selling a hotel, depending on the way that it's structured, you probably would be working with a business broker mentor on that. And your business broker mentor, you wouldn't be working with both at the same time, typically.
Right.
There are rare occasions where you might, if it's maybe a manufacturing company, you're selling the manufacturing company and the owner also owns the building. So and wants to sell the building. So then you might be working with your business broker mentor to sell the business, and your the manufacturing company, and your commercial mentor to sell the building. But that can get really complicated because commercial advisors don't necessarily understand the confidential nature of business sales because they haven't been trained that way. And so when we're marketing a business and the real estate is also for sale, we tend to market it as a business through the confidential systems that we use. And we indicate the real estate's also available for sale. And in the sim, we might have information on the real estate, but we don't go putting it out into LoopNet with the address there. We don't put any signs up in front of the building. We don't do the things that commercial brokers do because it blows the confidentiality that we need for the business. This is very easy for somebody to look up the property if they know the property's for sale. Okay, who's the owner? Who's the tenant? Oh, guess what? The business that's there is also owned by, the same person. And so then it doesn't take very long for them to say, oh, the businesses must be for sale too. So so that's why normally, if there's a business involved, you're usually working with your business broker mentor and to kind of help you, guide you with all of the confidentiality and everything else. And if you need your commercial mentor to be involved in that, then they get involved in that. But it still, you coordinate then between the three of you to make sure that that confidentiality is maintained. Does that make sense?
Hi.